Hey guys, Rick back here for just a quick little update. I'm kind of geeking out a little bit on the townhouses. So somebody caught something on my last video that only one did, nobody else did. So remember I told you my plan was to build a building with three faces and a back and two sides to make it look like a set of row homes, row homes together. And then I showed you the prototype that I made the one building. Okay, so someone said, well, hey, Rick, you already used the back of one building. You only bought three buildings. How are you going to make it back? You're missing a back. So then I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to have to scratch build a back out of styrene. But then I was over at Caboose Stop Hobbies the other night. They do a Wednesday night live show. You guys have to check it out. It's awesome. They basically just go through inventory and they number everything and you pick stuff out. Really cheap prices, good stuff. One thing I came across was they had some old DPM kits. So I happened to pick up two of them. And they just happen to be the same one. It is row home number 2. And what I'm geeking out about is this is definitely an older kit. It's the original DPM kit. It's not the one from Woodland Scenics. And what I'm geeking out about, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in the plastic, but there you go. Copyright 1987. I'm about to revive a 35-year-old kit, and I'm so excited to bring it to life. But I just wanted to show you real quick some of the changes that I saw in the actual parts and how I'm going to put this together. So let's get down here. All right, so this is kind of what I mocked up already. So it's just held together with some masking tape. So these are the three row homes. And I had to sand the sides, more coming on that later. But this is row home number 2. So I got some parts out here. And you can clearly see this is one of the originals, right? So look at the change in color and plastic that they did. So it still feels heavy. It still feels, it's a good structured piece. It's not like flimsy or anything. But definitely a difference in plastic. All right, gang. Little change in plans. So I've been looking at all the parts that I have, and I realized that with the 5 kits that I have, I can build single houses for each one of Townhouse 1, 2, and 3, which I intend to do. And then the other 2 kits that I have, I'm going to take 2 of those, put them together, and make a double building so that I have the 2 backs. And then the third part, which is the extra building, or the 3 faces, I'm going to still make that a 3-row townhouse. I'll have the 2 sides, but I'm going to have to custom build a back out of styrene. So I've been playing with the double building first. So let me get down here. I'm going to show you what I've done. And before I get too far into it. So let's check it out. All right, so here is the double building that I've been playing with. I used Townhouse 2 and Townhouse 1 as the fronts. the sides, they are 2 different sides, but the sides are the same no matter what kit you get. They're always the same sides, as well as the back. You'll notice the back is 2 identical pieces. So what I did is I glued this up all together, and then here's where I noticed something was wrong. If you'll notice, there's a gap right here. And that gap is created because that's where the sidewalls are supposed to be. And here's the difference. The front of the building, the side pieces butt up against the front of the building, or the back plate. For the rear of the building, the rear is what connects to the back of the building. So essentially the front is a lot wider than the back is. So there's an expected length that's supposed to be here for the 2 side pieces that is no longer there. So in order to keep the building square, I had to accommodate for that. And here's what I did. If you guys remember back when I did my caulking video from the UPS store, there's little pilings that are on the side of that front of the building. And they were made from these little brick pieces here, and they just happen to match the same pattern that is on these townhouses. Now that's a Walthers kit, and this is a DPM Woodland Scenics kit, so I was surprised that the pattern was the same. So I broke out a couple of those pieces, and it actually took me 3.5 pieces, but I sanded them down and I fit them right into that groove. And you can see it looks like a chimney on the back of the building. It's a little hard to see because I've already primed it. I put 1 coat of primer on there, and as soon as I did, that's where I noticed all my imperfections. So I'm actually going back and I'm sanding those out to try and make that as straight as possible. Put a little reinforcement on the front. Of course, this is glued in the middle, but I just wanted to make sure that that was all stable. Next comes paint, and then roof, glazing, and then accessories. Stay with me. More to come. Having a great time. As always, let's ride these rails together. I'll see you.